we are there with the 3 chapters. So our 3 chapters left to complete. They are: first one, areas related to circle; second is statistics. However, we have seen our new syllabus. They are step deviation method, and that frequency polygon, that part has actually deducted. It's not there. And another thing is here, there is surface area and volume. However, that frustum of cone, that part, the last exercise has deducted. Whatever it is, today we are going to start with our another chapter. The chapter name is areas related to circle. What the last chapter we did, that is construction. And I think all of you have understood that all. And just to see how I have arranged that all chapters. First of all, I have done tangent properties of circle or the properties of circle, whatever it is. Circle completed. Soon after that, we have done that construction, so that you can understand, you can correlate that to chapter. Construction completed. Construction, actually most of the construction was very related to circle. So all the things are in the base of circle only we are just doing. And now areas related to circle. First of all, I thought that I will do that surface area and volume chapter. But I thought that whenever the series of circle I have started already, and wherever we have already completed that properties of circle, tangent properties of circle, and construction I have done. So why not we complete that areas related to circle at first, then we will go for surface area and volume. So that's why I have taken this chapter areas related to circle at first to complete it, and right after this chapter we will move for either statistics or surface area and volume. That one I will decide later. So let's start with this chapter. It's very easy chapter, and there is a small deduction from the syllabus, that is 120 degree central angle 120 degree related to that sums you need not to do. But I think so that this is a very little deduction which has no effect in this chapter actually. So my suggestion is that related to 120 degree, whatever the angles are there, no need to think about it. All the sums you do from this exercise, it will be better for you. Okay? So now, first of all, we know one thing, that is whenever it is a circle, this is the radius of the circle. One thing we know, that diameter is double of radius. Diameter of a circle is double of radius, or we can say the radius of circle is half of the diameter. All of you must note down all these points whatever I will discuss over here in your copy, so that it will help you whenever you do the sum. So this is a very well known thing you already know. That is, diameter is double of radius and radius is half of the diameter. Correct? Another thing we know, the circumference of a circle. What is the formula? Circumference. You know the formula 2 pi r. Area of a circle. You know the formula pi r square. From the beginner, as a beginner mathematics, just at the beginning whenever you have started mathematics in class 7 or 8, you have learned this all. So circle circumference formula and area formula you already know. One thing you know, that pi is approximately equal to 22/7 or 3.14. But you must know this value you can apply only for mensuration chapter. That means areas related to circle or perimeter area chapter. In those chapters you can use this value of pi. But algebraically you have already learned pi is an irrational number. So like that values you cannot put over here. Pi is irrational, that value yet now not known, but approximately it is equal to 22/7 or 3.14. What is my suggestion? Whenever you do the sum, until and unless it will be told you to use 3.14, you must not use it. Use 22/7 for each and every sum if it has not told anything. If it has told in the question that you have to use 3.14, then only you use it. Otherwise, every time you use 22/7 as the value of pi whenever you do the calculation. So these two formulas you already know. But our class 10 chapter contains a little bit more. What are the things? Suppose there is a circle, and I want to find out the area of a sector of a circle. So my class 10, in class 10 there is the inclusion, that is sector of a circle. Sector sector of a circle, and regarding that the questions are being asked. So sector of a circle, what does it mean? You have already learned. Sector is a region between the two radii at the corresponding arm. Sector is a region between two radii at the corresponding arm. So I have used here these two radii and the corresponding arm. And this angle is called the sectorial angle. I have denoted it by theta. If you know the sectorial angle, if you know the radius of the circle, you can find out the circumference, not circumference actually, you can find out the perimeter of the sector, you can find the arc length of the sector, you can find the area of the sector. These are the things you can find out. So I am just giving a name here, ABC. So I would like to find out the perimeter of this sector. So perimeter of sector. Which sector I am talking about? I am just talking about this sector OABC. One thing I can say here, as this sector is smaller with respect to this one, this is called the major sector, because two radii and the corresponding arc, this can be, or two radii and the corresponding arc, this can be. If you consider this bigger rod, then this one will be the major sector, and if you take this smaller rod, then this one will be the minor sector. What the formula I am just giving, that is the formula to find out the perimeter of sector. It may be the minor sector, it may be the major sector. Here I know the minor sector, and so that's why I am just using here theta. It doesn't mean that I am using only for the minor sector. If you know the major sector angle, suppose it is 5, then the same formula you can apply there also. Okay? So what is the perimeter of the sector? What is the formula? First of all, to find out the perimeter of the sector, what the things I have to find out? See, I need to find out the length of the arc AC. I need to find out the length of the arc AC. Because perimeter means you already know the closed region, the boundary, total boundary length of the closed region. That is called the perimeter. Total boundary length means these are this radius and this radius. So these three things you have to measure and you have to add together to get the perimeter of the sector. Now, first of all, I need to find out the arc length. This arc is a part of this bigger circle. And the complete circle, if I consider, then the central angle will come 360 degrees. So theta is how much part of 360 degree? Theta by 360 degree. This is called theta is how much part of 360 degree. In the childhood, in the fraction chapter, we have learned. Suppose there are 10 biscuits and you have taken 5 biscuits. So how much part of the biscuit you have taken? 5 by 10, just in half. The same concept I have applied here. Theta is how much part of this 360 degree. How would I write it? Theta by 360 degree. Into, what is the formula to find out the perimeter, circumference of a circle? Because I need to find out the arc length now. To find out the perimeter of the sector, first of all I will find out the arc length. I want to find out what is the length of AC. And AC is actually the arc. And this arc is a part of this bigger circle. And the complete circular central angle is 360 degree. This arc projected an angle theta at the center. So theta is how much part of this complete circle, that one for this complete circle angle, that one I find out theta by 360 degree. Into if I do 2 pi r. So with respect to the complete circumference of the circle, what is the length of this arc AC? I got it. Okay? AC length I got it. Now, this radius and this radius, if we add it, so I get the complete perimeter. Am I clear? First of all, whenever I have done theta by 360 degrees, that means theta is how much part of this complete central angle, I got it. With this, whenever I have multiplied the complete circumference, that means I got the length of this arc AC. Because at first only I have taken out theta is how much part of 360 degrees. So with this fraction, whenever I multiply the complete circumference, That's mean the part of the complete circumference I got it. And the part of the complete circumference means the length of the arc AC. With this, I have added this R and this R to get the complete perimeter. So what the formula we are getting here? Let's see. We can write it like this: theta by 360 degree into 2 pi r plus 2r, or you can write diameter because twice of radius is diameter. You may can cancel this 2 and 360 degree to write it 180 degree, and to write the formula theta into pi into r by 180 degree. It is your choice. Okay. The same formula can be reconstructed into different ways that you can do according to your choice. I will not say here anything. So I got the formula. It is actually the mother formula to find out the perimeter of the sector. You can change it. You can change it by cancelling 2, or to write instead of writing diameter, you can write the radius. No problem. Twice of radius you can write. So I got the main formula to find out the perimeter of a sector. So let's see how to apply this one. One application is required. So I have chosen a circle here. And the question has asked here, suppose the radius is given 7 cm. And this sectorial angle, because the question has asked about the major sector. Though I have just worked out here with the minor sector, but here actually the question has given for major sector. And the sectorial angle, suppose it has given 270. 270. Now very easy to find out the perimeter of the sector. So what is right here? Perimeter. What is the formula? Theta by 360 degree. What is theta here? 270 degree by 360 degree into 2 pi r. What is r? Radius 7. Got it? Up to this. Theta by 360 degree into 2 pi r. Theta is 270 degree by 360 degree into 2 pi r. What is the value of radius r? 7. Plus d or plus 2r, whatever it is. 2r means 2 into radius. So this much centimeter. Now the calculation you can do easily. 93 the 94 is the 2 to the 4. So it's coming 3 by 2, pi means 22 by 7 into 7 plus 2 into 7. 7 can be cancelled, 2 11 32, so it's coming 33 plus 14 centimeters, so 47 centimeters. So I think you can do it. So this is one of the easy application I have shown you for perimeter of circle. Perimeter of circle or perimeter of a sector. Because circle you already know. I am just talking about the sector. Now we find out the area of sector. Area of a sector. Okay. Easy. Same way we'll go. This angle is how much part of this central angle? Theta by 360 degree. And what is the complete area formula? Pi r square. So if I multiply pi r square, then actually I will get the area of this sector. Area of this sector. So this is the formula to find out the area of the sector. So here you can apply 270 degree by 360 degree into pi into 7 square. And after that the calculation you can do to find out the area of the sector. Very easy thing. One more thing we will remember, though we know this one, that is, suppose there are concentric circles. So two concentric circles have the same radius, we already know. The smaller one, suppose the radius is smaller, and the bigger one radius suppose is capital. Now if I want to find out the area of this circular ring, so what is the formula coming? Area of circular ring. See, from this bigger circle area, if I subtract the smaller circle area, then that's when you will get the area of the circular ring. So that's been pi capital R square minus pi smaller square. Because pi capital R square means from center to this much radius you have taken mean, whenever it will rotate, how much area it is covering, you will get the area of this complete plate. And whenever you are taking the smaller radius, choosing this one, if I just rotate it, I will get the smaller circular area. So from the bigger circle area, if I bigger circle area means this total area, if I subtract this inner smaller area, That means I'll get the area of this solar ring. So pi, if I take common, is coming capital R square minus small r square. So this is the formula to find out the area of a circular ring. So these are the formulas which you need to remember whenever we will do the sum. Circumference 2 pi r, already know. Area, sector. For sector, how to find out the perimeter. If for sector they are asking for to find out the arc length only, then you will do this much. 2r you need not to take. Only need to find out the arc length. And whenever you are finding out perimeter, then the 2r you have to add. Because you have to remember this thing, perimeter and area, these two words are applicable only for the closed region. If the region is open, perimeter and area, these two words are not applicable. Area of a sector formula also you know, and this area of a circular ring. Okay? So now we are going to start the sum. Okay, so we are just coming in our NCERT exercise number 12.1. First question. What is the question? The radii of two circles are 19 centimeter and 9 centimeter respectively. Find the radius of the circle which has a circumference equal to the sum of the circumferences of the two circles. So what the two circles radius has given? Their circumference, if I add, both of the circumference if I add, then what the circle we are getting? Say, suppose circumference of the first circle plus circumference of the second circle should be the circumference of the new circle which you need to form. And that circle radius you have to find out. So let us take the radius of the new circle is capital. Okay? So let the radius of new circle equal to capital R. And what is according to question? According to question, 2 pi r. We know the formula to find out the circumference of a circle is 2 pi r. 2 pi r is the circumference of the bigger circle with the new circle, and that circumference is equal to the circumference, addition of the circumference of that two circles which radius has given to you. So that is equal to 2 pi r means 19 plus 2 pi, another one is 9, and this is our centimeter, otherwise my equation will become wrong. Same limit I have to use. So 2 pi r, I can take common 2 pi, so it will be 19 plus 9. So 2 pi can be cancelled from both sides, so capital R equal to 28. So what can I say? Therefore radius of new circle equal to 28 centimeter. I think it's clear to you. Now moving to the next one, that is question number 2. Question number 2, what is given just to see? The radii of two circles are 8 cm and 6 cm respectively. So both the circles radius is given. Find the radius of the circle having the area equal to the sum of the areas of the two circles. Now you do it yourself. Because you see, previous one I have done regarding perimeter. Regarding the circumference, what has told the new circular circumference is equal to the sum of the circumferences of that given two circles. Now what question? You have to find out the radius of that circle. Which circular area? Now the question is related to area is equal to the sum of the areas of the given two circles. So make the equation pi r square equal to pi into 8 square plus pi into 6 square. Solve it to find out the value of r. So this is your work. I move to the next question, that is question number 3. So question number 3, what the question has given, once you read it. The figure depicts an archery target. তীর দিয়ে মারে না archery, তীরন্দাজ যেটাকে বলে, মানে তীর ছুড়বে. So the figure depicts an archery target marked with its 5 scoring areas. Oh, একই জায়গায় তীর মারলে এক এক রকম নাম্বার. 5 scoring areas from the center outwards as gold, red, blue, black and white. Okay. So let's draw the diagram. Gold, red region, then blue, after that black, after that white. Bigger archery. bigger archery target. This is gold, red, okay, blue, black, white. So they are all concentric circles. You can understand. Okay, then what does told? The diameter of the region representing gold score is 21. Diameter of the gold score, that is 21. So what will be the radius? 21 by 2. That means how much? 10.5 centimeter. Okay. And each of the bands are 10.5 centimeter wide. So each band having the wide 10.5 centimeter. Okay. Find the area of each height scoring region. We have to find out the area of each height scoring region. Each region area we have to find out. So first of all, what has given, that is, we will find out the radius of gold region, which you have written here. That one we have to find out here. That is 10.5 centimeter. Okay. And width of each region, what has given? Width of each region, that is given 10.5 centimeter only. That means each of the band is of 10.5 centimeter width. We have to find out the area of each of the region. So first of all, we find out the area of gold region. Area of gold region equal, what will be? Pi into 10.5 square centimeter square. Pi into 22 by 7. 10.5 into 10.5. One thing, that most of the calculation I will avoid here. Otherwise, in the class we cannot complete all the sum. So, however, I will avoid the calculation. That calculation, you pause the video, complete it yourself, then go for the next one. By 7 will cancel. So, it will be 33 into 10.5. After that, the calculation you can do yourself. Okay? So, you can find out the area of the gold region like that. Now we find out the area of the red region. Now, whenever we find out the area of the red region, then this radius we are just talking about. Because whenever we are finding out anything, first of all, we have to find out the radius of the center only. So this distance, how much will be? So this distance will be 10.5 plus 10.5, because the width of the each band is 10.5. So area of red region. Red region. How to find out? This bigger circle area minus the area of the gold region. Then only I will get this one. And this is actually circular ring. Red region is a circular ring, blue region is a circular ring. The circular ring, that formula will apply. So pi into capital square plus small square. What is capital R? This bigger radius. How much it is? 10.5 plus 10.5. This is 10.5. Next 10.5. So how much it is coming? 21. Minus this radius is 10.5. So minus 10.5 square centimeter square. So if I solve this, if you can solve this one, you can find out the area. Whenever you solve, I will just say you that you just use a square minus b square formula. So a square minus b square, if we apply, a minus b is 10.5 and a plus b means 31.5. I think then you can calculate to find out the area of the red region. Now, area of blue region. Area of blue region. What will be? Pi blue region. So center to blue region, what is the total radius? 10.5 into 3. 10.5 into 3. 10.5 into 3. 31.5. So 31.5 square minus. To find out the area of the blue region, complete area that we have taken out, pi into this one, minus this area you have to subtract. This area means radius is 21. try to understand how we are doing the sum. Again, you will do extra formula and calculate yourself. Whenever you find out the area of the black region, how to find out? You just tell me. Pi into. If I want to go to the black region, from center to black region, how much distance? 10.5 into 4. 42. So 42 square minus. Black region is this one. So we have to subtract area of this bigger circle, which radius is 10.5 into 3. That means 31.5. Plus, now you calculate to get the area of the black region. Similarly, you will find out yourself the area of the white region. So these are calculations, and the rest of our area of the region, the area of the white region, you will find out yourself. Okay? So we are just completing our class today with this. Tomorrow we will start from another session.